When I say.
Yeah, let's see if it echoes.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Good evening, fans. We are here, and we'll let the announcer tell you what this event is all about.
We would like to express our gratitude for the opportunity to play our traditional lands. We commit to building an understanding of the history, and perspective of the whole facility, This afternoon, the championship game features holding clubs at secondary school, and regional West Norway at secondary school. Today, the second official, Sue Lindoy. The United, number 15, Patrick Lloyd. Number 10, Patrick Lloyd. Number 10, Nicole Morrison. Number 17, Spencer Ridgel. Number 19, Ethan Saratsky. Number 14, Stephen Schloss. Number 12, Ann Schneider. Number 5, Jackson Stevens. Number 18, manager Avery Saratsky. Now today's starters. Number 9, Harrison Ben. Number 23, Nolan Douglas. Number 7, Darren Fernandez. Number 16, Jaden Howard. Number 24, Ted Kim. Number 11, Ian Liggett. And number 25, Alexander Yule. And coaches of the Saints, Ben Plazora and Nick Senti. Now today's home team, the Regi Panthers. Number 9, Paul Glass. Number 17, Mitchell Greenwood. Number 5, Danny Haddad. Number 2, Adam Levesque. Number 3, TJ Mayuta. Number 16, Liam McCloy. Number 6, Troy Murray. Number 12, Matthew Song. Number 13, Leanne Story. Number 10, Dylan Tedford. Number 15, Kobe Yannick Menendez. The coaches of the Panthers, Marcus Ruffolo and Pat Farrell. Let's get started. The starters, number 8, Riley Barry. Number 19, Mateo Borsa. Number 11, Reyes Paul. Number 14, Zachary Haddad. Number 18, Campbell Haynes. Number 1, Annie Haskell. Number 7, Kobe James. And number 0, Ezra Sullivan. Now we get started.
Now we'll see the quick exchange of shaking of the hands before we get set to play this game. As both teams showing each other the respect before they start this game, because at the end of the day, hey, this is a school sport and we're here to have fun, right?
Please respect the value of the others and keep your cheering positive. And to ensure the safety of all players, please go out the court.
Holy Cross will be taking the right side of the court, while Regi will be taking the left side of the court, and we look to see who will be starting. Some quick adjustments to the net, and just some final words from the coaches before we get set to start this game. We'll see what these junior boys are made of, and they both come this far already, so it'll be quite interesting to see what they can do here today. And today, my name is Josh Miles, and I'm joined alongside by Evan Tyfair. And Evan, what do you think is going to be interesting about these two teams going into this matchup here?
I mean, I think it's a very interesting night. I mean, both of these teams have shown that they're capable. They're top two. They both made it to the finals, so we know that they're capable. They're playing good. It's interesting to see how they keep prepared for each other and who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, it's an excellent analysis there. I think whoever just plays with grit and integrity will be the winner here. I think you just can't give up. You gotta play. You gotta stick to your game, right? All you gotta do is stick to your game.
Exactly, I agree, right? I mean, both of these teams know that they're capable. They've both shown that they're able to win at this level. They both made it to the finals, so we know that on this way, they're both capable of taking it. It's going to be close. It's going to be intense. It's exciting. Let's see who's going to win.
All right. We will look to see who will get possession of first serve. And just some last minute talk from the team captains as it gets set to play, and it looks like Holy Cross will be awarded the first serve of the game. This will be number 6. And it's over. And nice reception by Regi, and it's spiked over. And the point will go the Holy Cross way, as the Regi player did come in contact with the net on that last play. We get ready to see the next serve. And so seems to be a couple issues with the net here, as the referees seem to be working on it on the far side. Well, during this quick little break, Evan, what do you think are the keys to winning this very exhilarating matchup against, this is obviously a championship game, so what do you think the keys are to win?
I think the keys to win are just coming prepared. Both of these teams know they're capable of winning, and they just need to stay in it. So no matter what happens, both these teams need to make sure they have their heads in the game. They don't need to get down on themselves, they need to stay up on themselves. They know that they're capable, and it's just who's going to do the small things better. If Holy Cross is able to do the small things better, they will capitalize and win the game.
Yeah, it's basically you just don't want to make mistakes. Whoever starts making mistakes is going to be the one that ends up on the losing side of this, and whoever, like you said, is good at just playing the game as they have all season long will be the one who comes out on top. And it's tried and true, your tactics, you've got them down pat. You now just utilize them here, and if you do that effectively, you can take that win.
Exactly. There's a lot of thoughts and emotions going into this game, so it's important to just stay calm and composed, act like it's any other game you've already played.
Exactly. I know. If you're a player down there, I mean, I've done some play for provincial teams, but I know that exhilarating, but also those nerves you get. It's a championship game. You don't want to let your team down. You want to be the one who comes out on top. But at the end of the day, you just got to realize this is also for fun. Go out, enjoy yourself, and while you're out there enjoying yourself, play your hardest, play how you know, and that's how you'll win. You just stick to what you know, and if you stick to what you know, you'll capitalize with hard work. Hard work always prevails. And we'll see. The net appears to be fixed. And we get ready to restart this. Alright, here we go. Holy Cross gets ready to send over the serve. And it's over. Reception by Regi. Sets him up. And it's just tipped over. And there's a set. And there's a spike at. It's blocked. He manages to get it back. And it's tapped over, and it's off the Holy Cross blocker, and it goes out of bounds for a Regi point. That was a great block there. Really swing the momentum in the favor of Regi, as they don't want to go down early in this game. Now they look to start a counterattack of their own, see if they can take a lead here. He gets ready to set up his serve. And it's over. The serve is good, and that is inbounds, and the Holy Cross thought it was going out, so they didn't decide to receive it, but it ended up being inbounds, and that is a perfect serve right there from Ali. Ali will look to get another serve and another point for his team here. Holy Cross looking to not let that happen again. It's over. Reception for Holy Cross, and he managed... plays it from the opposite side of the court, and Regi will earn another point. Holy Cross really needs to be doing some better receptions, don't you think, Evan?
Yes, I agree. And if you're Holy Cross, it's important to try to get one back. You don't want to let Regi build up this momentum and keep on getting points, so it's important to calm down, compose, and just start with one.
Exactly. And there's a reception from Holy Cross, tipped over from Regi. It looks to set up, and just a sneaky little tip there, and that is a point for Holy Cross. That is exactly the kind of play you want to see set up. You want to say try and true. And you hear the fans getting into it now, too. You got a quite packed stands today. You can't really see it from the camera angle, but we do have some quite full stands. And it's set over, received by Regi. Gives him a set, and he tips it over. Holy Cross is able to recoup, and a little bit of miscommunication there ends up in a Regi point as they keep hitting it into the net. Unable to set up a play there. And Evan, as you know, communication is very important in team sports, so you can't be having things like that, can you?
Exactly. Just a little bit of miscommunication early on. It's better to figure out that now than later.
Exactly. And it's sent over. A nice reception there. Looks to set him up. And a spike is blocked. Holy Cross keeps it up, though. It's sent over for Regi. A nice reception. He volleys it. And he sends over a spike. And Holy Cross will try to do a tip, but it's received by Regi quite easily. And Regi will go with a tip of their own. And Holy Cross will get a point as that tip went out of bounds. That's a good momentum breaker for Holy Cross right there as they prevent Regi from being able to serve it again.
And early on here, both teams look equally matched. It looks pretty close. Any team could win it.
All right, stepping up to serve here is Noah as she sends it over. A nice little tip there. But point is awarded to Holy Cross as he did come in contact with the net. We've seen 2 net touches, 1 from each team. You can't be doing that, can you?
No, not in a high-stakes game like this. It's important to just figure out what you're doing. Really, miscommunication is a small error, but it goes a long way.
Exactly. And now it's sent over once more. Nice little reception from Regi. Sets it up, and the spike is out of bounds. And that'll go the Holy Cross way, as that spike was just inches from the court. Noah Winch will look to send over another serve on his 3rd serve. And as the Regi Panthers called it, that was out of bounds, and good eye from them to not play that ball.
Yes, that's a high IQ play by Regi to leave that and give themselves the point.
Alright, and now Rise Cox of Regi will serve the ball. And it's over. Nice little reception from Holy Cross. Holy Cross looks to set it up, and the spike is sent over. Received by Regi easy. And they go for a sneaky little tip, but Holy Cross is able to recoup. He gets ready to send over a spike of their own. Regi keeps it up and manages to get it back over. And Holy Cross sets it up again, but is unable to get it over the net. What a play there from Regi. What a play there. Manages to save it, diving to the ground to send it back up. They get it over, and Holy Cross is unable to get it back. And Regi gets another serve. It's over. Nice little reception from Holy Cross. Gets ready to send over the spike. It's spiked over. Spike is good as the defenders are unable to control the block, and it falls to the court in front of them. They'll go Regi points. And now a little mix-up with the ball there. And Logan. And we'll see Holy Cross serve the ball. Nice Regi reception. Looks to set it up. The spike is sent over, but good block from Holy Cross. But unfortunately, that one goes out of bounds, and the point will go the Regi way anyway.
And early on in this game, you can see it's very back and forth, very intense. You're going to be on the edge of your seat.
Indeed. Will look to be a little bit of a problem with number 19 of Regi. Getting something sorted out there. That'll be Mateo. Looks like everything's sorted out. Arias will look to serve it over again after everything is figured out. Not quite sure what's going on right now. But we are good to restart and resume play. There goes the serve. A nice reception, but unable to set it up on the Holy Cross side, so Regi will send it over. And Regi will earn the point as the spike they sent over was tipped out of bounds by Holy Cross. A look at Campbell getting his serve now. He sends it over. Oh, that one just flips the net. Oh, and a nice sneaky little tip from Holy Cross, but he tips it out of bounds, and that point will go the Regi way. Regi leading here 9-6 in the first set. Campbell will look to earn his 3rd point in a row on his 3rd serve. He sends it over. It's been a good server so far. Holy Cross receives it. Nice little spike, but it's out of bounds once again. Holy Cross unable to find the court in these last few plays as they keep sending it out of bounds. Evan, what does this do?
I mean, it's very unlucky because the teams are very evenly matched, but Holy Cross just coming out on the wrong end of a few of these plays.
And speaking of the right end, Holy Cross wants to be, that's the end they want to be on right there, as Campbell sends the serve out of bounds. Score is currently 10-7 in favor of the Regi Panthers as Holy Cross looks to send it over. A nice reception from Regi, and they set up the ball. Spike is good, and that's off Holy Cross, and it's to be a Regi point as the Holy Cross defender tipped it on his block out of bounds. Now we'll see Mateo getting his chance to serve. And it's up. And that one's in. Holy Cross deciding not to receive it again as they think that one is going out of play, but Regi proves that that is not indeed going out of bounds, and they get a nice little point there off the serve. Mateo with his second serve now, getting ready to send it over, and it's up. Just clips the net, and that sneaks by Holy Cross as they think it's going to be short, but it is not, and it ends up being a point for Regi. A timeout is called by Holy Cross. All right, Evan. But Evan, Holy Cross has decided to call a timeout now. I think they're trying to stop the bleeding, right? They've lost like 5 points in a row. They want to get back in this one.
Yes.
What do you think they need to do to get back in this one?
I think it's the right play. They just need to take some time to figure out what's working well for them, figure out what's going wrong. They are getting rather unlucky. There's a few things not going their way, so they're going to try to stop, discuss amongst themselves what can they do differently, and I think just taking the time is a good idea. Once they have these few minutes talking is over, they'll be able to regroup, get back there, and I'm sure they'll perform better.
Exactly, and what do you think Regi needs to do to keep the pressure on this Holy Cross team?
Regi needs to be doing the exact same thing they've been doing. They've seen success in what they're doing. They need to continue the exact same thing and try to keep their momentum.
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, tried and true. You got the tried and true method. If you can do it well, then you're going to have a better time in this game. Holy Cross seems to be on the suffering end of some miscommunication and maybe a little bit of nerves here. Yes, we will see Mateo get ready to send over his third serve. It's over, and this time, Holy Cross decides to not let it, or not receive it, pardon me, and it does indeed go out of bounds, and it will be a Holy Cross point. That is a nice little momentum breaker for Holy Cross. Now Holy Cross gets to send it over. A nice reception from Regi as they will look to send it over, and it's spiked, but it is out of bounds, and Holy Cross will earn the point.
And you like to see this from Holy Cross, coming out of the timeout and they make 2 points back right away.
Yeah, exactly that. What do you think the coach told them there?
I think they just took a break. That's all they really needed to do. It didn't feel like they were playing that terribly. They were just getting a little bit unlucky, a little bit of nerves and miscommunication. And just like that, it's 3 in a row.
Yeah, exactly. 3 in a row after the Holy Cross block on the Regi spike. And the score is now 13-10 in favor of the Regi Panthers. Holy Cross bringing themselves back into this first set. Holy Cross will look to send over the next serve, and it's received. Will Regi be able to set something up, and a tip? Regi tips it over, and Holy Cross unable to control it, and it ends up going the Regi way. Alright, now we will see number 14, Zachary, coming up to serve the ball. As he does his pre-serve routine. It's sent over. Nice reception from Holy Cross as they set up. And the spike is sent over. Nice. That was a nice dig from Regi, but unable to control where they sent the ball. And that one goes out of play as they're unable to save it there. Holy Cross earning an important point there, not letting Regi get too far ahead of them here, as Holy Cross will look to send over their next serve. That's over. Nice little reception from Regi. A little bit of miscommunication. Two teammates almost run into each other, but they get it under control. Holy Cross sent it over. And a nice little spike is blocked. It's kept alive by Regi. Oh, a free ball sent over, and we'll see if things calm down here. A nice little tip from Holy Cross, and they get that point. That was a very important rally there. Evan, what do you think winning a rally like that does to the morale of Holy Cross?
It boosts their momentum for sure. It makes them feel way more confident. After this time out, they're on quite a run, and in an intense rally like that, they're really going to like to come out of it with the point.
All right, and he sends over another serve, but this time it's short, and Regi will earn the point off the serve. Both teams fairly evenly matched here, with Regi just having the edge on the scoreboard. All right, now serving will be Ali once more as he takes his time preparing for his serve, and it's over. A nice reception from Holy Cross as they look to set it up, and it's tipped over. Regi, and the whistle goes as Regi gets a point off of what I believe is a net touch. Like we said, both teams have gone with a couple of net touches so far. You want to try and avoid that in this high-stakes game. Ali looks to send it over once again. And it's sent over. A nice reception from Holy Cross as they set things up. but they're unable to send it over with a spike. And the block is not good for Holy Cross as Regi spike manages to penetrate the defense. Alia will look to win his third serve in a row. He's done some pretty good serves so far, and Regi leads 17-12. And sent over, and what a beautiful serve. Not so great of a reception, and that one goes way out of bounds, all the way up into the stands. And Holy Cross will call their second timeout. All right, Evan. Holy Cross is falling behind in this first set, and it looks like they might lose this first set. But even if they lose this first set, what can they do to win the next two?
I mean, even if they don't win, it's not the end of the board, so they can take the information they've seen from this set and apply it to all the sets they play in the future. They can take information. Even if they don't win, they're able to collect information, able to discuss and strategize what they use as information, and I'm sure they'll be able to put it in effect.
And if they win the next two sets, then they'll put that Regi team on the brink of elimination.
Yes, it feels very possible. Holy Cross does look like a very capable team. They just have been the victim of a bit of miscommunication and a bit of luck, honestly. They just seem to get unlucky. Some touches are just out of bounds. So as long as they can get this a little bit better, I'm confident that they'll be able to win.
Ali is back up to the serving line as he gets ready to send over the next serve for Regi. Holy Cross looking to have a good reception there as they do not manage to pull off that reception, and they send it out of bounds once more. Regi leads 19-12. And Ali will look to finish off his serve cycle with a fifth and final serve. And he steps up and he gets ready, and it's sent over. Unfortunately for Ali, that one is just out of bounds, and he does not get the fifth and final point out of his serves, but it doesn't matter. He got 4 points from his serves anyway. He did a really spectacular job there. Holy Cross looking to counterattack, but that one is sent out of bounds by Ethan. Now Regi in the home stretch of this set, leading 20-13. Now see Riley serve it over, and that one is also out of bounds. Both teams serving out of bounds on the 3 times in a row from both teams. Twice from Regi and once from Holy Cross. We'll see if they can break that serving streak here.
And in this set, if you're Holy Cross, you take whatever you can get. You don't want to see Regi run away with this, so Holy Cross will take the 3 points.
Holy Cross sends it over. A nice reception from Regi. Looks to set up the ball, and it's spiked over. But it is called in court, and the point will go the Regi way. Tough call from the linesperson there, but they made the right call. That one was just on the very edge of the court. You know, those calls are tough to make. You don't want to make people think you're rigging it or anything, and you want to make sure people are still enjoying the game, but sometimes these calls just have to be made. It's sent over, and that one's out of bounds as well. So both teams, maybe, Evan, I'm thinking Regi might just be feeling a little bit of nerves here, and unable to finish out the set. Like, you know, they're close to winning a set and having a major advantage over Holy Cross by leading in sets. So maybe they're having a hard time closing it out just because of that nerves of maybe anticipation and excitement. As we see that miscommunication.
Oh, definitely. When you see miscommunication like that, and knowing that Regi is so close to winning this first set, you can understand what might be a little bit nervous and they're struggling to close things out.
Exactly. But their fan base are not letting them give up as they keep chanting and they keep cheering their boys on. Holy Cross will look to send it over. Nice reception from Regi as it's a nice little sneaky tip there. And the net touch again from Holy Cross results in the Regi points. Next set, both teams definitely have to avoid net touches, like we say.
Yes, exactly. We've seen this a lot. So both teams have to be better, especially Holy Cross, because we've seen it more out of them. So if they want to win some sets, they definitely have to be better in that regard.
And Holy Cross unable to receive that serve, and Regi will take another point, seeming to shake off those winning nerves as they look to close out this first set, leading 23-16.
Yes, at this point I would be astounded if VG did not win this first set, but anything can happen.
A nice reception from Holy Cross as they look to slow down their game. It's sent over. A scramble for the ball, and it's a free ball sent over. A sneaky little tip there, but Regi is able to get their eyes on it. A nice block there, but it goes out of bounds off the block, and that will be a Holy Cross point. Holy Cross saying, we're not dead yet. We're not dead in the water. We're still here. We're gonna fight tooth and nail for each and every point. We will see Regi with a nice little reception there. Looks to set up the ball and a little tip over, but he is able Holy Cross is able to receive it. And Holy Cross's spike manages to find the court after it bounces off the Regi defender. Like I said though, the Regi fanbase not letting them get discouraged as they keep cheering them on. Holy Cross sends it over once more. Nice reception from Regi. Oh, but they're unable to make a play as it slips through the fingers of one of the Regi players. That is not something you want to see here late in this.
No, not in this set. Holy Cross getting closer and closer to mounting a comeback here.
Nice reception from Regi. Guess already set it up and the spike is sent over. Unfortunately, they are unable to control the reception and they run out of hits to get it over the net. Potential set point here for the Regi Panthers. Will they be able to close it out? Mateo will be looking to close it out with his serve. It's sent over. Reception, Holy Cross. Sent over by Holy Cross. A nice little volley there. Spiked over. Oh. And Regi takes that set. I couldn't see that clearly enough, but it looks like that spike might have gone off the face of the Holy Cross player.
Yes, that is what it appeared to be, and with Holy Cross losing this set by 6 points, they're more than capable of closing things out. They just have to regroup, have a little bit of time. Regi, they need to play the exact same way. Both teams look pretty equally matched, so anything can happen.
Exactly. They just gotta stay tried and true. Do what they know how to do. For Holy Cross, they just gotta keep going, keep pushing themselves. They know they're a good team. If they made it to the championships, they're a good team, and they have to know that. And with that in the back of their mind, they're going to come up with a strategy here to get back in this one and not let Regi get them down. They're only down by one set. Anything can happen, and they can easily mount a comeback here.
Yes, in this case, Holy Cross needs to have the memory of a goldfish. They can take the information they observed from Game 1 and put it into effect, but they don't need to worry about losing the first set, especially not by a margin that was that close. So, Holy Cross, they're prepared, they're in the final, they're finalists. They just need to take the information that they've observed and put it to use. Regi, they need to continue to play the exact same way they've played.
Exactly, both teams have done really well so far. Both teams going over their strategy as they get ready to start the second set. Regi looking to continue their momentum here into the second set while Holy Cross looks to rebound. And both teams ready to start this second set here. Like I said, Holy Cross trying to rebound from their first set defeat. Regi looking to pile on the momentum. Regi will have first serve as Zachary Haddad gets ready to serve the ball. Some last-minute encouragement from the player base of the Holy Cross team, as they know they're going to get back in this one. They're a good team. Nice reception from Holy Cross. Holy Cross sets up a play, and it's spiked, but it's received by Regi, but they're unable to set up a play of their own. And a nice little fake there. Almost fools Regi, but they're not going to be fooled that easily, and Regi manages to take that one. A good little rally there, and that's important for Regi to win as they take the 1-0 advantage here in the second set. The first point is always a big one. Now Zachary getting ready to send over his second serve. Received by Holy Cross, but it's at the back of the court and they have to send over a free ball. Regi will look to set up a better play here. And a very nice spike. Goes off the Holy Cross player and out of bounds for the second consecutive Regi point. Zachary getting ready to send it over once again for his third serve. It's sent over, and Holy Cross with a nice reception. This time they'll set up a play. And the spike is received by Regi. Some calls for help as they have to send over a free ball. Holy Cross setting up their own play, and a nice little tip there, but it is out of bounds, and that goes the Regi way. Now, Regi will look to send over and win their fourth consecutive point.
Yeah, and Regi on a little bit of a run here early, so Holy Cross, they have to see how they can slow this momentum. They always seem to struggle in that department. Once Regi gets a few points, they seem to just mount it on and on and on. So Holy Cross needs to figure out what they can do to stop this pressure.
And a nice reception from Holy Cross, and a nice little tip back. Holy Cross again with the net touch, though. Evan, we've seen so many net touches from Holy Cross. They have to stop doing this, or else it's not going to go well for them.
Yeah, so they can't be happy with this. They've got to be disappointed in themselves. They know it's an issue. They don't need to stop doing it, but they just can't seem to find a way to prevent it. So they need to be better. They know it's an issue. It's one of the biggest killers where they lost the first set, so they know they need to be better in that department.
Exactly, and now Holy Cross has called their third timeout of the night. And Evan, what do you think the Holy Cross coaches are telling them right now?
I'm sure they'll be on them about the net touches. It cannot continue to happen over and over and over. It's costing them so many valuable points and could be the difference maker here. So I'm sure they're going to be going over that. They're going to be looking for ways to stop these net touches. They just need better play.
Yeah, I think the nerves are getting to them a bit too much right now, and that's resulting in some miscommunications and some unfortunate play. However, as a KASSAA championship finalist, they are a good team and can very easily rebound from this. Alright, it's sent over by Regi. And what a play there from Holy Cross to keep it alive. But Regi able to prove that it don't matter how hard they try and save that ball. They're going to win it. They're going to win that one with a nicely placed spike. As Regi looks to win their 7th consecutive point, leading 6-0 here in the second set. And a nice reception from Holy Cross as they look to set up a play, and the spike is sent over. I don't know, it's a nice little spike from Regi. Holy Cross looks to send over a free ball as Regi looks to set up their play. That one's good, and that will be Regi's 7th consecutive point. Regi really putting on the pressure here right now.
Yes, exactly. In the second set, Regi seems to be running away with this. So you want to see Holy Cross make this a little bit closer to equalize. You want to see this go to 5.
Exactly here. Regi knows that they have them on the ropes right now in terms of the nerves. They know they're getting to them. And Holy Cross just needs to show that that's not happening. Holy Cross just needs to lock in. And if they do that, if they just stick to what they know, if they just calm down and start playing like they know they can, that's how they'll get back in this run. Regi sends it over again. Holy Cross setting up a play. Received easily by Regi, and Regi sends it over once more. And the spike manages to hit the top left corner of the court. These Regi fans have definitely something to be excited for here as their team leads 9-0 in the second set. As Zachary looks to send it over once more, and Holy Cross unable to receive that one, and they send it out of bounds for the 10th consecutive Regi point.
And despite Holy Cross's early struggles, they need to just keep the head in the game. They need to get something going. I'm sure once they get their first point, it will feel like such relief and never be able to just play by the flow and hopefully carry that in, get a momentum, and get a few points.
Exactly here, as Holy Cross takes their next timeout. And we know what Holy Cross is telling their team, but Evan, what do you think Regi's coaches are saying to their team right now?
I mean, the Regi coaches have got to love the way they're playing right now. They look dominant in the second set, so you expect more the same from Regi. I'm sure that's what the coaches are saying. Keep their head in the game, stay focused, right? They know this is getting to be within reach, and the second set is looking to be a bit of a blowout. So Regi just want to continue the momentum and keep the foot on the gas.
Exactly here. They don't want to let up on this Holy Cross team that they have on the brink of a blowout in the second set. Holy Cross, on the other hand, they need to get that first point. That's all they need to do. Forget that they're down 10-0. Pretend this is 0-0. They just need to get this first point here. Once they get that first point, they'll get more confident. And as they get more confident, their play will steadily increase. Right now, though, Regi is very dominant in this one as they send over another serve that is received easily by Holy Cross this time. As they send over a spike that is managed to be kept alive by Regi, and Regi will look to tip it over. Holy Cross defender gets it, but unable to set up their play. Holy Cross now a little bit of more miscommunication as they're unable to send it over to the Regi side before they run out of hits. Regi serving again and again and again and getting so many points right now. They are running away with this second set as it's sent over. Received by Holy Cross. Sets up a play. And they spike it. Blocked by Regi. Nice communication from Regi as he tips it over. Kept alive by Holy Cross. But they are unable to contain the powerhouse that is the Regi Panthers. Regi really running away with this one right now. They are looking such a strong team right now. They lead 12-0 here in the second set. As Zachary will look to send it over once more. It's received by Holy Cross. Holy Cross setting up their play. And the spike is sent over and they get their first points.
And you love to see that from Holy Cross. Right now, they should not be thinking about the score. Although they are down 11, they need to take this one at a time, and it should be relieving to get that first point on the board.
And a great job to Ethan for securing the first point for his team in this second set off that spike. Now, Holy Cross gets to serve it over, and a nice reception from Regi as they set up their play. It's spiked over, and Regi gets right back on the board and answers the call from Holy Cross's point.
Yes, and the way the second set is going, it was kind of expected that Regi would want to get back to their form.
Exactly. Regi doesn't want to let up on that gas pedal right there. Ali will send it over. Holy Cross spiking it down for another point for Holy Cross as that spike manages to find the gap between the two Regi players.
And Holy Cross, and now there's just like calm and composed, take it 1 point at a time, and one by one, surely they'll find themselves back in the game soon enough.
Alright, and now the player who scored his first point for his team in the set, Ethan, looks to serve it over. It's sent over and received easily by Regi. Regi spikes it over, and Holy Cross is unable to contain that play, and Regi will get another point.
Number 8, Ryan.
Regi now looking to send over another ball. That one just out of play. Holy Cross with their third point here, and they get to serve it once more. What I think they really need to do is they need to get a point off that serve, and then they just need to keep going. Right now, the only points they're getting are one-timer points. They're getting a point, and then they're immediately giving it up.
Yes, exactly. Holy Cross need to keep the foot on the gas. They need to keep their head in the game. They need to take it point by point, but they don't want to take it by 1 point and then nothing else, right? You want to see some continuity. You want to see them try to get some momentum and then keep it.
Exactly, like Regi has been doing this entire second set as they send over another serve. And the reception is unable to set up a play from Holy Cross, and Regi will set up a play of their own as it's tipped over. And a nice little sneaky tip there, and it gets in between the Holy Cross players for a point for Regi. Regi leading 16-3 in this second set as they are running away with this one. Now Rias with the serve. That one is just out of bounds. At this point though, Holy Cross needs to lock in with their serving and with their communication. They're trailing by a lot in this second set, and they need to come back if they want a chance in this one. Nice reception from Regi as the Regi spike is unable to make it over the net. And Holy Cross will get a point off the serve. That is important.
Yes, it's promising to see Holy Cross getting a few points here and there. Right now they're playing for pride, they're playing for confidence, trying to work their way back into this one.
Holy Cross sends over the serve. That one out of bounds, however, and it goes right back to Regi. Regi with a strong, solid game so far. Now we will see Campbell with the serve. It's sent over, received by Holy Cross. Holy Cross sets up their play, and their spike is unable to make it over the net. And Regi takes another point.
Right now, Holy Cross can't be happy with the way they're playing, but Regi, I'm sure, are thrilled with how this second set is going.
And speaking of Regi, they just send that serve into the net. The fan base of Holy Cross and the Holy Cross bench are ecstatic right now. They really feel the electricity of this one. Holy Cross sends it over. Received easily by Regi. Regi with a nice little tip, but Holy Cross able to get it this time. And they make a beautiful play to earn themselves a point there. Some good communication from the Holy Cross team is able to get them another point. And even though they're down by a lot, just like last set, they're going to fight tooth and nail for every point. Reception on Regi. They look to set up a play, but it's tipped over by Holy Cross as that set was not too great as it manages to find its way over the net for a Holy Cross player to tip it down.
And we're seeing good hustle plays by Holy Cross right now. They're just trying to get back into this slowly, and the communication and pace seems to be improving here in the second half of the set.
Exactly. However, they send their serve into the net, which makes it go back the Regi way. Regi looking to continue their pressure here and finish off this second set. Only 6 points away from winning the second set here, as Mateo looks to earn that 20th point. His serve is good, and it manages to break the Holy Cross defense as he earns the 20th point for Regi in the second set. Mateo with his serve, it's over, but not over the net. Holy Cross now looking to earn their 10th point. And the serve is sent over, received easily by Regi. Regi sets up the play, and Ali with the spike earns the 21st point for Regi. What a beautiful spike there.
Yes, exactly. Love to see this from Ricci. I mean, you'd expect that they'll be able to carry this momentum through the rest of the set.
Exactly. And now we will see Zachary with the serve once again. He's been a good server so far tonight for Ricci. And Ricci tips it over. Holy Cross now setting up play. Tries to find a spot on the court with no Ricci defenders, but is unable to put it in the pocket and ends up out of play. Now Zachary looking to get his third serve in a row here. It's sent over, and a little bit of a stumble there with the Holy Cross player unable to receive that one, and I don't know what happened there.
I mean, it feels like so many unforced errors. Holy Cross not able to receive the balls that are coming over.
And Ricci sends over the serve, received by Holy Cross, but the reception is not great, and it goes out of bounds. Ricci looking to finish off the set as they are 1 point away from taking this second set here. Alright, Zachary will look to close it out, and his serve is good as it just skims the net. Holy Cross setting up their play, but Ricci able to receive it as they set up a play of their own. However, it goes out of bounds, and Holy Cross will get their 10th point, down by 14. Do you think a comeback is possible for Holy Cross?
I mean, anything is possible, right? It's good for them to stay in the game and be getting these points down by such a deficit.
Exactly. They just don't want to give up. Now a nice reception by Ricci as they set up their play. Spike is sent over, received by Holy Cross, running for it. He's able to save it, but unfortunately, it goes to Ricci way off of a lift. Holy Cross, in trying to save the ball, ends up lifting it, and you know in volleyball, that's no good for a point. And we will see a third set where Holy Cross is on the brink of elimination, and Ricci is on the cusp of a KASSAA championship trophy.
And Holy Cross won't be content with this, especially that last point there. You need to close your hand and get a touch on the ball. If you can get a touch with an open hand, you can get a touch with a closed hand. So Holy Cross needs to be better. A lot of small mistakes that they're making. In the first set, we saw a lot of net touches. In the second set, we saw a lot of missed serves, and they were also unable to control a lot of serves that were coming their way. So they need to calm down and just try to be a little bit better.
Exactly here. And I have no doubt that Holy Cross can take at least a set here. I think it's very important that they just take this in third set. Obviously, it's very important. If they don't, they lose. But in terms of a morale standpoint, they need this set. Even if this wasn't a set that won the game, they need this set. Right now, they're down 2 sets to none. And we will join you once more after the second. And we will join you right back when the third set begins. Stop. And both teams are ready to start this third and potentially final set. After this game, we will be having the senior games right after. So when a victor is crowned in this one, don't go anywhere because you won't want to miss the action of the senior game. Both teams looking to win this set. Regi to win a trophy. Holy Cross to stay in it.
Yes, Regi is looking to just close things out here in this third set, and they don't want to go to game 5, to set 5. Regi here, they're just looking to stay in it.
Exactly. But the other way around. Now Holy Cross serves it over. That one's a good serve. And Regi able to make a play. And it's out of bounds off the Holy Cross defender. And that one goes the Regi way. Alright, now we'll see Ali with his chance to serve in this third set. And it's a good serve as Holy Cross sends a nice shot over, but Regi able to receive and they send it over. Holy Cross sending up a play here. It's spiked over and Regi unable to receive that one, and Holy Cross gets a point early on in this set. That's important. Last set, they were unable to get on the board until after Regi had 10 points, and they get on the board right away in this one.
Exactly. You like to see the points being 1-1 after 2.
Exactly. Now Holy Cross within their serve, and that one's good. Regi with some nice communication and patience there to wait for that one to fall all the way back down. As Holy Cross sends it over. Regi able to receive. They send a spike of their own over. Received by Holy Cross. Holy Cross sends it over. Regi with control now. And the spike is unable to get past the net. And that point will go the Holy Cross way. This is important for Holy Cross as they lead for the first time in this third and the last 2 sets.
Exactly. Early on here in this set, it looks as if Holy Cross is making much more intentional touches with the ball.
Holy Cross sends it over, and that one is out of bounds. Score is 2-2. The Regi bench and the Regi fans cheer their team on as they really want to see their team and their boys bring home that championship trophy. You know, you're gonna have parents, friends in that crowd. They want to see you win, and you know they're gonna be your #1 supporters tonight. And we also see an appearance from the Panthers mascot as Holy Cross spikes it over. That one is out of bounds, though. Good eye from the Regi player to not touch that one, and that one goes out of play. And Regi will earn their serve. Now serving will be Terrence. Terrence sends it over. Holy Cross able to receive, and they send over. Regi with a nice little play there. The block from Holy Cross, and Regi is able to recuperate after that one. Nice tip from Regi, and Holy Cross able to contain that one as they send it over, and they get a point. Holy Cross fighting tooth and nail with this Regi squad this set, refusing to let Holy Cross, Regi, pardon me, lead again, as it's been back and forth, back and forth. It's been Regi, Holy Cross, Regi, Holy Cross, as Holy Cross sends it over and Regi receives. Regi sets up their play, the spike is sent, and the spike is good, as they're unable to control the reception on that one. Regi leading 4-3. And the serve doesn't go, and it goes into, but where does it go? It goes into the net. That's where it goes. Holy Cross looking to take a lead in this one with this serve. It's sent over. And good eye from the Regi players as that one goes out of bounds, and Regi will now take the lead. And it's sent into the net as both teams seem to be I guess none of the teams seem to be able to take the lead in this one. Both teams playing extremely well here in this third set, keeping it close, and this one is going to be a nail-biter all the way down to the end. Holy Cross sends it over, Regi with the reception, Regi setting up their play, and it's spiked over, and a nice spike manages to break the defense of Holy Cross, and Regi now takes the lead. Regi leading 6-5 in the second set. Or third set, pardon me, with 2 sets in the pocket for Regi. Alright, now Mateo waiting for both teams to be done discussing strategy before he sends over his serve. As Mateo gets ready to send his serve over. And the serve is no good, and it goes under the net. Regi unable to get the last couple of serves into Holy Cross court. What do you think that does to Regi?
I mean, they can't feel good, but they do know up 2-0, so they need some time to find themselves here early in set 3.
And a nice play from Holy Cross earns them another point as the net battle throws the Holy Cross away, able to make an intelligent and smart play to break the Regi defense. Holy Cross sends it over now, received by Regi. Regi with the spike, and that one is off the Holy Cross defender, and it goes the Regi way. Score is now 7-7 for both teams.
Holy Cross here, they get it over.
And now Regi with a nice little reception. They set up their play, and their spike is blocked by the Holy Cross player. And Rias gives the Holy Cross defender props as he points at him saying, that was a good block, that was a good block. I have a pretty good spike, but, you know, that was a really good block.
You like to see the intensity Holy Cross is bringing, always keeping it so close and not letting it get away from them.
And you like to see that kind of sportsmanship as well. And the serve is sent over. Regi with the reception, they set up their play. The spike is way out of bounds, and that will give Regi their first, or not Regi, pardon me, Holy Cross their first 2-point advantage in this set. Holy Cross looking to reach double digits first in this one, as Regi receives the serve and sets up their play. A tip over is well communicated by the Holy Cross defense, but unfortunately the spike is not able to make it over the net, and Holy Cross gives up a point to Regi, and Regi is now within 1 on this third set. Now we will see Regi with the serve. Ali sends it over. Holy Cross receives. Play set up, a nice spike received by Ali. But play is whistled dead as Regi with the net touch. And Holy Cross is the one to indeed reach double digits first.
If you're Holy Cross, you're only up by a little bit right now, but you have to feel happy with the way this set has played out so far.
Yeah, I mean, they know they're a good team, and here they're demonstrating it right now. A nice reception from Regi. Regi sets up their play, and the spike is sent over. And it is good. It just manages to sneak in on the inside of the court. And Regi gets their 9th points of the third set. Now, once again, only down by 1. Now, Terrence will serve for Regi. And it's sent over. Unfortunately, Mateo is unable to spike that over the net, and he sends it straight into the net for a Holy Cross point. Holy Cross now looking to continue the pressure they put on Ricci. And now Ricci with a nice reception. They set up their play. A nice tip over is able to be kept alive, but unfortunately, it is not actually able to be kept alive as there was a lift on the play. And Evan, do you think potentially Ricci has a little bit of nerves? Because like I said, they're on the cusp of winning that trophy, right? So that was winning nerves.
Yes, exactly. That's definitely going to be lingering in the back of your mind. But if you look like the more consistent team, so right now all you're doing is trying to keep it close.
And that point goes the Ricci way, and the coach is not happy about that one. Although the ref is standing his ground. I am unsure of what exactly transpired there. I believe they're trying to say he touched the ball over the side that he's supposed to touch it on. Seeming pretty unhappy with the referee on that call. But hey, the ref's human too, they make mistakes.
Here's the cross. I'm sure Holy Cross is going to be pleased with the result, but the measure is so close, they can't let that bother them. They have to keep their head in the game and just go next.
Exactly. You know, you can't let frustration take over. You have to stick true to what you know. And that serve beautifully just clips the net and ends up into the court of Holy Cross. And now Ricci takes the 12-11 lead. Now, Rice looks to send it over. That one's over, but it's also out, and out means point for Holy Cross.
And if Holy Cross is to win this, you want to get some points here. You want to get that dispute about what conspired out of their mind. You don't want to be seeing red and be tilted.
Exactly. And Holy Cross sends it over. A nice reception from Ricci as they set their play up. And Mateo with the spike, earning Ricci another lead. This third set has been really back and forth so far. No team giving an inch here. As Ricci sends it over. Nice reception from Holy Cross. Holy Cross sets up their play and a nice spike there. That is received easily by Ricci. A nice set play. As they spike it of their own, but that one is unable to be received by Holy Cross, and now Ricci has the 2-point lead. Ricci leads this one 14-12 in the third set with 2 sets in their pocket. Now Ricci will look to continue this pressure as they send over another serve that's received by Holy Cross. Holy Cross setting up their play. It's spiked, but that one unable to reach over the net, and that one goes straight into the net and giving Ricci another point. Right now it seems like Holy Cross is getting a little bit nervous here, and it seems that their nerves are getting on their game right now.
They're a little bit nervous, but it's good to see them staying in it. They just want to go 1 point at a time, and I'm sure they'll be able to get back in this thing.
Yeah. Just like that, just like you just said. They just stick to what they know, they'll get back in this one, and that's spike is a perfect example of that. They know they can play, and that spike picks the edge of the court and gets a Holy Cross point to break the momentum of Ricci. Now Holy Cross sends it over. Ricci with a nice reception, but unable to set up a play off of it. And the point goes the Ricci way off of a net touch.
You hear the energy here from Holy Cross. They're just trying to take it 1 point at a time. They're trying to get hyped up, excited. They need to be in this to win it.
Yeah. Holy Cross is definitely in it to win it on this one. As Holy Cross gets ready to send over their next serve. That one's received well by Ricci. And Ricci with the spike into the blockers of Holy Cross. But unfortunately, the block does redirect the ball out of bounds, and Ricci will have a 16-13 lead. Now Mateo looking to earn his team another point here with his serve. Mateo's been pretty good at serving tonight, wouldn't you say?
Yes, indeed. I mean, Holy Cross just used this one well, but Mateo has been good tonight.
Yeah. Nice reception from Ricci. Ricci's forced to send over a free ball. That's kept alive by Holy Cross, and Holy Cross sends a free ball of their own, but unfortunately that one is out of bounds.
Luigi is starting to run away with this. If you're Holy Cross, you don't want to take your foot off the gas, as it seems they have recently.
Yeah, it seems like right now Rigi gave him a little brake check there, and Holy Cross is on the ropes here as they trail 13 to 18 as they call their first timeout here in the third set, trailing by 5.
And it's possible that the difference maker here was that call that the Holy Cross coach didn't necessarily agree with. It seems like the energy has been significantly lower since then, and they just feel down on themselves. They need to put that in the past. They need to ignore the scoreboard, even though they're down right now a little bit. They need to play how they were playing in the first bit of this set, and I'm sure they'll be able to get some points back.
Exactly. They just need to pick their heads up. They just need to get ready to play how they know they can. They can't let things like that bother them. And like you said, it does seem that their play has declined after that call. So I do think they're a little bit bothered about it, and it's getting to them in the head, and they can't let that happen. Mateo looking to earn another point from his team with 6 seconds left in the timeout. And the serve is sent over. That one way out of bounds, however, and Holy Cross gets a much needed point.
And it'll be interesting to see what Holy Cross's energy is like coming out of this timeout. If they're ready to play, it could be the difference maker.
That's exactly right. If they're ready to do what they know they can, and they do what they know they can, that's how they'll earn their way back into this game. Nice reception from Rigi. As Rigi, little tip over, received by Holy Cross well, and Holy Cross will spike it. Received well by Rigi though, and Rigi sets up a play of their own with a nice little tip there, and unable to keep the ball alive, Holy Cross gives up another point to the Rigi attackers. Rigi leading 19-14 in this one, getting ready to enter the final stretch of the third set. Holy Cross with a nice reception there as they set up their play. That one's tipped over. A smart tip, but it's able to be received. A free ball sent over by Rigi as Holy Cross, a little bit of miscommunication leads to chaos, but they send over a free ball. Rigi sets up a play, and the spike is received well by Holy Cross. Holy Cross tipping it over, but Rigi able to receive. He didn't know where that one went, but his teammate did. And he gets that one over the net. That is Campbell with the spike to earn his team the 20th point. That was a good rally there, don't you think?
Yes, exactly. And at 20-13, this game is not over, so Holy Cross wants to continue rallies like that, but hopefully come out on the better side.
Yeah, exactly. That was great play from both teams, Holy Cross included. Holy Cross setting up the play. They send over a free ball. Rigi setting up a play of their own. And the spike is sent over. That one is out of bounds. No tip from the Holy Cross player. Holy Cross looking to continue the momentum in this one as they send over a serve. Unfortunately, it does not make its way over the net, and it goes straight into the net for a point for Rigi.
A serve like that at this point in the game is just a heartbreaker for Holy Cross.
Yeah, and I don't want to be like... They're taking... Holy Cross is taking another timeout. I don't want to be that guy, but you can't have plays like that when you are 4 points away from losing the game altogether.
Yes, exactly. And I like the play, especially from Holy Cross. In the first half of the set, they seemed to come out with a plan on their minds, and they were playing confidently. They were doing the right things, but it seems like they've just got their foot off the gas a little bit, and they're falling back, taking a back foot.
Yeah, it seems like their momentum is kind of falling off here, and they seem to be getting pretty down on themselves, which they can't do. They are a good team. If they made it to the KASSAA championship, they are a good team, and they know that.
Not only are they a good team, but the first half of the set they played so well, and if they can get back to that, I believe that they can still win this set.
Exactly. Holy Cross, like you said, played extremely well and kept it close in this first half of the set. However, Ali will look to earn another point closer to victory for Rigi with his serve. And the serve is up and over the net. Received well by Holy Cross as they set up a play. A free ball is have to be sent over though, and Rigi with the spike. And that one makes it past the Holy Cross defense. And Rigi is now 3 points away from winning a KASSAA championship trophy. Ali looking to get another point for his team here. And the serve is into the net. That one's important momentum breaker for Holy Cross. They needed something like that to happen. They needed anything to get back into this one. They just needed a point. That gives them a little bit of confidence. As Ethan looks to send it over. However, that serve is out of bounds. And like I said, you cannot have this happening when you're 3 points away from losing the game.
I mean, Holy Cross here has looked more organized in the first 2 sets though, so you wonder where that comes to fruition or if Rigi is just too good.
Yeah, Rigi looks to be the better and more dominant team here tonight. Holy Cross receiving that one well as they get ready to send over their play. That one is out of bounds, and now Rigi is 1 point away from taking home the KASSAA final trophy in junior boys volleyball.
It can make it happen right here. This is so exciting.
Must be so exhilarating for the Rigi team, but that serve is just out of bounds, and Holy Cross will have the opportunity to strike back.
Rigi doesn't get the win right there, but you know it'll be lingering on their minds. They'll be hoping to get this over as soon as possible.
And now Holy Cross has to play absolutely perfect. There can be no mistakes. Rigi sends over a spike. That one's out of bounds. Holy Cross taking their 2nd point in a row. This is important. They need to keep this momentum if they want to stay in this game. They need to at least get to that 24th point to force win by 2. Holy Cross sending it over. Nice reception by Rigi. Rigi sets up their play. The spike is not good and goes into the net. Holy Cross earns their 19th point.
And Rigi is looking dangerous here, but despite that, Holy Cross on a little bit of a run right now.
Exactly, Holy Cross is striking back in this one. They're countering-attacking, fighting to the nail, saying, we're not done yet. Rigi with the nice reception. And that's it! Rigi! The Rigi Panthers win the KASSAA championship here at St. Lawrence College. Holy Cross defeated, but they have to know, even though they lost, they're still 2nd place. They did a dang good job to get here today.
Oh indeed, Rigi is so excited now. Holy Cross have gotten disappointed with the way they played, but still, 2nd place is not a bad result. They're still finalists, and they had a good series. There's a lot to take out of this, and I'm sure they'll be back next year.
And honestly, they can't be disappointed with the way they played. They made it here, and that's what counts, right?
Exactly, a finals berth is nothing to scoff at, and especially in the 1st and 3rd set, they didn't feel particularly outmatched, so it really did feel like it could have gone either way right into the end.
Yeah, exactly. Rigi just a little bit more dominant in this one. Now, shortly, we will see the presentation of medals and the KASSAA trophy. Rigi must be so excited right now. I can tell based on the way they're moving over there that they are so pumped up to have finally won a finals trophy this season. As both teams line up and get ready for the presentation of the medals.
At this time, we would like to present the KASSAA medals to the silver medalist, Holy State, and to the gold medalist, your KASSAA 2024 Junior Champions, the Rigi Panthers.
And we'll let the announcer here take over as you can watch the presentation of the medals and the trophy. And that will do it, folks. Regi Panthers are your 2024 champions of junior boys volleyball. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time. Don't go anywhere because the senior game is coming up right after this. I've been Josh Miles, joined alongside Evan Tyfair. Have your